Well, hello and welcome back to my channel. Before I get into today's vlog, I'd really like to say a big thank you to Paula for the buy me a coffee, and don't forget the cake, she said. Well, I had a few days off filming this week, but I did have a lovely cup of tea and this rather delicious custard slice during a day at university, so thank you so much to Paula. Today is a day of many missions today. It is Friday. I'm not in uni today and it's my first day at home that I've had, for so long, because I was gigging all last weekend and then I was in uni all week, and they were quite long days, most of them. So I've got a list of tasks. Task number 1 has already been completed. And task number 1 was taking this in. That's my daughter's latest delivery medication, plus there's a sharps bin, and it didn't look like a very big package, but apparently it's because the top of the bin is inside, upside down, so it's not as tall looking, and the medication's in there, so I'll need to sort that out at some point. But the most crucial thing is it stays between 2 and 8 degrees, so that's sorted. There's months worth, there's like 3 months worth in there, so that's that done. Tick! I've been getting lots of basic regular things out of the way this morning, so I've been sat at my desk and I've sorted out the next vlog and set that to schedule. I've done my weekly job of getting on my Excel spreadsheet, my accounts, putting in my income for the week and my expenses for the week. This used to be a Monday job, it's now a Friday job. I've been putting my expenses in. Now, I'm so old school, but I actually quite like having them in a paper folder. I know, what a dinosaur. I should probably go digital, but you have to pay for those monthly subscriptions for, what's it called, QuickBooks and things like that. I do know how to use them because I've used them for other things, but I'm still very old school. Also old school, but I tend to collect up my train tickets, receipts and stuff in one of these and then just put them in one go once a week. I have been doing laundry and one is not amused because I've been doing the laundry okie cokey again, haven't I? In, out, shake it all about, you know. So it was raining. It was absolutely trenchly rainy, so I thought, right, I'll put a lights load on, then I'll just hang it out inside. I'll hang it in, you know what I mean, on the areas, on the radiators, because they're well and truly on, because it's gone really cold this weekend. I ordered myself a new woolly hat on Amazon last night, looking forward to that to come, because all the ones I've tried on so far have shrunk from this year. It must be a bit of shrinking, I'm sure my head hasn't grown. But anyway, I digress. What was I actually telling you? Yes, so I did a lights load and I used Nappy San. I think one of you recommended it, well, somebody did in the comments of the shopping channel, so it might have been one of you. So I bought myself a box of that. They said that they just put it on, you know, most of their washing, not non-colour fast, it says on the box, but it's not just for nappies, and it kills 99.9% of bacteria in your laundry, it claims. So yeah, I used a little bit as per directions, and it's come out quite fresh smelling, to be honest. By the time the load was done, it was beautiful sunshine, hardly any clouds in the sky, lovely blue sky, and I stepped outside and I felt warmth on my skin. I thought, I think the laundry will dry in this. I can't believe it. So I hung it out, and minutes later it was completely clouded over and raining again, so I've just got it all back in. So I've got my basics done my laundry. I've done a dishwasher load as well. Not that interesting. Not worthy of its own shot, I don't think, yet again. You're probably getting to know the inside of my dishwasher quite well on this channel, but it's just, you know, it's a daily life vlog and dishes need doing pretty much daily. Anyway, I've got a list of extra things that I must do today in preparation for my all-inclusive holiday that's coming up fairly soon, and I really, really, really want to get these 4 things done. Well, one of them is not related to travel, but I just need to do it. So at home, I want to sit down and sort out my travel insurance, because I had a bit of trouble with that. I tried to start that off last Friday, had a big delay. It took them ages to get a quote, and then they're basically saying they won't insure me unless I've got a gig booked in when I'm out there, which I haven't. So I need to start over with that one, but that's okay. I'm just going to get a single trip. It shouldn't be too complicated, but I want to get that set up and paid for today. So that's aim number 1. Aim number 2 is get euros. There's somewhere in my town where I can go and get that, and I've done it before, so they've got all my details on file, so it's quite straightforward. They just look me up on the system and we just go for it, so that's easy. I want to pick up my prescription, which I ordered 1 week ago. It should be ready for collection, and that will tide me over until after I'm back. It will last 3 months actually, so that'll be good once that is done. And not exactly essential, but I do need it for next week. I need to pick up more food waste bags from a local place that has them, because I'm on my last one. So those are the next 4 things, so I need to crack on with those. And I can tell you what, once that travel insurance is sorted, I'm going to feel like a weight has lifted off me, because it's been playing on my mind. Done it. I've done it. wasn't too dear, it was like £15 something. I paid a little bit more because I wanted a smaller excess to pay just in case. So yeah, done. I have printed it out, and I don't know why I'm printing it out, other than I don't know if there could be like some bad reason for not printing it out because it's on my devices. I could look it up online, I suppose. I'm just thinking, well, what if we can't use the internet? I have printed it out, and I feel like a bit of a dinosaur again, second time today. But you never know what's going to happen to you. So I've printed it out, and that'll go in my suitcase, and I've saved it on my laptop. I think I'd probably better save it locally to my devices as well in case there's no internet. Okay, I've airdropped it to my phone, so it's on my phone, it's printed out, it's saved on my hard drive, and I can access it online through the email. What can possibly go wrong? It's absolutely pouring down out there now, but nonetheless, I'm heading out to town. I'm going to get those euros, get my prescription, and whatever else it was I needed to do. Which I've forgotten already, but luckily I have a list. Honestly, it's a good job I have lists because I forget what I've got to do. I can't keep it in my head. I have to keep going back and checking all the time. Well, really important things I can keep in my head, or if there's not too many, but, well, I think there's about 4, so I can't remember already. Note to self, shave legs. Do you know, I've just run up and down the stairs about 3 times to get my passport because I can't remember if I need photo ID or not to get euros. First time I went out, I thought, what have I come up here for? Oh, I should probably have a wee before I go out. Went on a wee. Went back down again, and I thought, passport. Went back up. Oh, I should probably answer some comments from my shopping vlog that's been published today as I film this. Did that. Went back down again. And I'm like, I still haven't got my passport. Right, I'm going to go and get my passport. Don't forget the passport. Don't forget the passport. Passport. Pippa, my friend over on the Worm's Eye View channel, bought me this lovely travel wallet. I actually, I don't take it on my travels because it's quite big, but I do use it all the year to basically keep my passport in and spare money. So I've got a little bit already from the last trip. So there's €40 there already. And I've got my coins, and I've got things like Lisbon and Porto travel cards and things like that. I've ended up with loads. I think I just collect them up. If people say, oh, I don't want them, I'm not going back. And I think, well, I'll have them. If there's like 50 cents left on there, so you can hand them in and just get it all transferred onto a new one in one lump if you want. Anyway, I digress. I'm going to go get those euros, hopefully, and everything else. Well, it was just raining. I got my umbrella in hand. It literally was raining on my head, so I got out of my door. And by the time I went to get the umbrella, it had stopped. So that's good timing. Sky is looking like that now. It's really changing, like literally every minute or two. It's crazy. God, look at all these leaves that have blown down. I wonder if they got washed there by water rushing downhill. Might have been. I wouldn't be surprised. Okay, mission 1 was a fail. Prescription's not ready. Come back after 4 p.m. The Euros mission was a success. Right, I'm going to go and get those food bags now. Got my food waste bags. So 2 out of the 3 missions were a success. But got to go back for the prescription. Oh, before anybody asks, you said you had no bags left. This one is an extra big one that is defunct now. It's not really used. I was going to use it in an emergency. But yeah, we don't have liners anymore. This is from when they used to give us liners, and then you put the smaller filled bags tied up inside it. So that's what that is, just in case you thought I was telling fibbies earlier. So I've got my euros. I paid £103.51, and that got me 115 euros. So that's kind of the exchange-ish rate at the moment for that place anyway. They were trying to persuade me to dig around my house and bring any excess gold to sell to them. But I don't think I've got excess gold lying around, to be honest with you. I'm frustrated now. I wanted to get it all done and dusted and move on with my life. I'm feeling a little bit sore throaty and a little bit runny nosy-ish. This happened before and it just sort of evaporated within a few hours, so I'm hoping it will do that again. But I'm going to do a more restful task. I've got a little list of admin jobs, so I'm going to go do those at my desk for a bit. I was just literally heading upstairs to my desk and I felt a buzz in my pocket, and it's a text from the pharmacy saying, it's ready! You can come get it now. I'm thinking, oh my goodness. Just got in, got my coat off, put my umbrella to dry and everything. Right, I'm going to go do a couple of admin tasks, and I'll go back out and I'll keep an eye on the weather, and I'll try and nip out when it's not torrentially raining. Oh, and I didn't need my passport. Right, I'm tucking that all in there. I'm putting that away till it's time to pack, basically. I'm attempting to apply for a GHIC card now through the NHS website. It's replacing the old EHIC. So it covers things like emergency visits to A&E abroad and things like that. Well, I can tell you later, perhaps. But yeah, I'm just going through that now. I've never done it before. I just keep forgetting about it, basically, and covering myself with health insurance. So it's probably a bit belt and braces. I'm not sure, but I'm going to do it anyway. Let's just do it. It's free. Okay, that was very, very, very quick to apply for. I can't believe it's taken me this long to get around to doing it. It was a couple of minutes, literally. They didn't want any more information really than the most basic stuff. I didn't have to declare any medical conditions. They wanted my national insurance number, email address, full name, address, that sort of thing. Phone number was optional, so I left it off. Let's see what happens then. Oh, here we go. I got an email back straight away. It says, my application has been successful. It says, we'll post your new card to the address you provided in your application. You'll usually receive it within 15 working days. So I may not get it in time for this trip, but I've got travel insurance anyway, but I'll have it for 5 years then. That's how long it lasts for. It says you can use your UK GHIC, which is Global Health Insurance Card, by the way, when you're travelling abroad to get access to medically necessary state-funded healthcare at the same rate as a resident of that country. So you might have to pay. If they've got to pay, you have to pay too. It's not necessarily free. And there's a thing, check on our website to see where you can use the card. To use your UK GHIC, you'll need to present it to the treatment facility you are attending. You may need to pay a co-payment or patient contribution depending on the country you are receiving treatment in. And it says very in big letters, it's not a substitute for travel insurance. It may not cover all health costs and never covers repatriation costs. Make sure you have travel insurance as well as your card. I think with the weather outside and a little bit of a sore throat coming on, I just had a craving for one of my vegetable stews with butter beans, so I'm making one. And it's a rather random time in the afternoon to be doing it as well, but I thought, what the heck, I want it, I'm having it. I've decided to actually use tinned mushrooms for a change, and these are from Lidl, because I've run out of real ones, and although I have frozen mushrooms in the freezer, I was thinking I'm really impatient for this to cook, and I don't want to cool it all down by putting frozen mushrooms in, so I'm using the tinned ones. And I think a lot of people really don't like them, and they do taste and feel like the texture is so different to fresh, but I like them as well. It's as if they're a different sort of variety of food to the proper ones, as it were. Oh, I'm so looking forward to this. It's going to take me a while to cook though. Oh yes, come to Imo, and that is grated mature cheddar with some freshly ground black pepper. That was flipping lush. I might have slightly burnt the roof of my mouth. Impatience was the cause of that. Anyway, I'm going to pop out. So I'm going to have another go at getting my prescription. I'm going to pop to B&M and get some bread rolls as well. Right, I've got my prescription. It's in there. Yes, mission accomplished. I'm just going to grab some baps. Oh, they're massive. They're too big. I'll put those back. 90p. Again, they're a bit big. I only really want one, but you don't really buy packs of one in this sort of place, do you? 89p for 6. Braces, yeah, that'll do. I want one more thing in here, and that's beer. I just want to buy myself a single bottle for this evening. Friday evening beer treat. Oh, that's a lot of choice. They're a bit big. Oh, they've got FS. Do you know, I've been watching a vlog recently this week, the Gypsy Souls, Mark and Judy. They're over in Turkey at the moment, and they're vlogging almost daily. Well, maybe even daily, actually. And they've been drinking this, but it's malty. I don't know if I like a malty beer, but it's $1.69, so it's pretty much the cheapest they've got. Shipyard is $1.90. That is very nice, that is, but I do prefer lager, to be honest. The Speckled Hen is $1.90 a bottle. FS Draft. What's this then? That's $1.40. Oh, it's a can. Oh, that might be something interesting to try out. It's 5% proof. Right, I'm going to give it a go. It is £1.40, therefore the cheapest single unit that I can see. I'm back, and I picked this up, would you believe? It looks a bit smokery, but it's nothing to do with smoking. It's to do with lighting my stove. Because I opened the drawer today, and I happened to notice my other stove light is it's broken. I don't know what on earth's happened. I can only imagine it's jammed in and somebody's forced the drawer. I don't expect I would have done that, because normally I would stop and think and poke something thin in and try and jiggle things around a bit and unjam it. So I've no idea how long that's been like it, because I only use it when my stove lighter is just not working, which occasionally, if I've cleaned the stove, it's a little bit wet and it won't light with the clicker, so I'll use a stove lighter. So this is just good for the bin now, but I've got a replacement. And it was £1.50, so that was with the smoking paraphernalia up at the end with all the vape stuff. It's 10 to 5 in the evening right now. Oh, and it's still raining, by the way, so yeah, still a little bit wet from the rain there. I've got the umbrella drying again in the doorway. Do you know what I'm going to do with the rest of this evening now? I'm not gigging. Boyfriend is away again, having another music playing little weekend away. I couldn't go because I've got a gig tomorrow night. But anyway, for the rest of this evening, I am going to get into my pyjamas, make a lovely hot cup of coffee, sit in my bed with my laptop and do a lot of editing. This is my plan. I'm going to edit. So I've got about 6 vlogs to edit on my hard drive and I just really want to get stuck into them. But I've had such a busy week. I've just been sort of doing one a day really, but I'd like to have quite a big binge at doing that. That'll make me very, very happy. I call it living my best life. That's when I sit in bed with a hot drink in my pyjamas editing, I call that living my best life. It's just heaven for me because I love editing. So that's all I'm going to do with the rest of the night, probably up till about 10 p.m. I will stop and eat more stew at some point when I get hungry, and that's it, and then drink that lovely beer. Well, hopefully it's lovely and not minging, because I have my suspicions because it does say malt on it. But I'm going to try and be open-minded and give it a go. Anyway, thank you so much for watching today's video. Please give it a like if you happen to like it, subscribe to watch more videos from me, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!